It's time to be thankful, unless you're a horrible human being and only care about yourself. In which case, just go back to trolling people on Twitter and leave us all alone. Happy Thanksgiving week, everyone. I know in this culture we get knocked down from time to time and feel discouraged, but right now is the time to be thankful for what we have. I understand that living in the freest country is tough. You have to decide between Nikes and Reeboks, iPhone or Samsung. Take the selfie from the left side or take the selfie from the right side. Also, what do you do when you made food a week ago and you don't know if it's still good or not? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is right there with you. Yes, over the weekend, the AOC had no idea and asked Instagram to help her solve the problem. But in her impatience, she decided to go with a staple. Ramen it is. Also, it's likely that's all she could afford because the government salary is still on the horizon. Woe is her. Over the course of the past year, we've heard a lot from Ms. Ocasio-Cortez, who will in less than 2 months' time be sworn in as the representative from the 14th Congressional District of New York. That's also a reality of living in the freest country of the world. Things like this can happen. To be elected as a representative, you don't even need to know the 3 branches of government.
And if we work our butts off to make sure that we take back all 3 chambers of Congress, all 3 chambers of government, the presidency, the Senate, and the House in 2020.
And that same person with a degree in economics from Boston University can know nothing about economics and have a vote as to how your tax dollars will be spent.
Unemployment is low because everyone has 2 jobs. Unemployment is low because people are working 60, 70, 80 hours a week and can barely feed their kids.
People often say, like, how are you going to pay for it? And I find the question so puzzling because how do you pay for something that's more affordable? How do you pay for cheaper rent? How do you pay for it? You just pay for it.
And then there's this nugget. How is Columbus Day a holiday, but Election Day not? I understand you may have some concerns. It's easy to attack Ocasio-Cortez based on logic, which she's still trying to find. Not even in office yet, and she's already complaining about not having enough vacation days, unless they are the days she agrees with, which means so long to Thanksgiving and all of its misunderstood origin and purpose, because everything that goes against a leftist's personal desires must go. But since we are rightfully celebrating Thanksgiving, let's focus on this holiday season as a time where attention goes away from the self and onto others. This should be our daily living, but our selfishness gets in the way for at least 11 months of the year. Let's all try our darndest for 1 month's time to dedicate ourselves to thinking about others. This, of course, unless you're this guy, then it's simply impossible. Side note, in the name of gratitude, be especially thankful that you're not one of Jim Acosta's family members. Can you imagine being at the Thanksgiving table with him? He probably got moved to this table upon arrival. Like Jim Acosta, Ocasio-Cortez is thinking about what she ultimately wants, which is to take from others and give to who she thinks deserves it.
And then if people are going to call me a socialist for believing in those things, like, all right, call me a social. Like, I don't give a damn.
It's the same selfish mentality with Nancy Pelosi, who will likely be found fighting over the wishbone on Thanksgiving with the same fervor as she'll use to get the speakership back. Just you wait and see. In earnest, for yourself and more importantly for others, start right now thinking about all that you are grateful for. Because when you are thankful in the good times, you'll find comfort in the harder times. Put forth gratitude to others, and you'll desire to give to others. Not because Ocasio-Cortez and the government order you to, but because you want to be charitable. And remember, if all you can do is say 1 word to someone, say thanks. Until next time, be thankful and stay healthy, America.